Andrew Carnegie is one of the most fascinating figures of the late 19th century, and his rise is quite astonishing. He's the one guy who can truly claim to be rags to riches. So he's born in Scotland in 1835, and this is the home that he was born into. And you can see there's middle class, upper working class folks with a nice little home. His dad was a weaver, and everything was going great in his family until it didn't. The industrialization of weaving, of textile production, wipes out the weaving industry in Scotland, and suddenly this prosperous little family is destitute. And so in 1848, when Carnegie's 13 years old, they head to America and land in what becomes, what is part of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, town of 20,000. So here's Carnegie and his young brother. In 1849, he becomes a messenger in a telegraph office, where he quickly distinguishes himself as a hard worker and a really bright guy, making $250 a week. So he's moving up in the world. He gets to eventually to a telegraph. In that message office, the telegraph operator got sick, and Carnegie tells his boss that he's been watching this guy, and he actually thinks he can operate the telegraph. This is like being a computer programmer in the mid 19th century. And so he steps into that job, and turns out he actually can operate this thing. And now he's really on the move, making $5 a week and showing that he's just an opportunity-seeking wonder. And when he's 18 years old in 1853, the secretary, Tom Scott, of the Pennsylvania Railroad, which is one of the biggest corporations in the world, gets to know him and hires him to be his personal secretary, which is an astonishing rise from a kid who just a few years ago was a penniless immigrant. He learns the railroad industry with Scott. He learns to the ways, and he also offers innovations to Scott, giving him ideas about how to solve certain problems on his lines. And now he's making $9 a week, so they're actually doing quite well as a family. Here he is at age 25. He's soon discovering the magic through Scott, the magic of investment. So he invests in a sleeping car company, and with that small investment begins to, the company takes off, and he makes stupendous amounts of money just through investment. So his income is pretty good, but his investment income is overwhelming. In 1863, he's making $42,000 a year, which is just stupendous, hundreds and probably $1 million in real terms. So he's making money that is just unthinkable to almost anybody in the country, and certainly to a guy from his background.